Hey guys, beautiful day in Oklahoma City today. Just gonna show you guys some quick updates and tips on how we can go ahead and get that facelift done on a show or TAURUS from a 1012 to a 13, 13 to 18, I think. Police Interceptor. I'll tell you guys how I did it, where I got the parts, and how you can get it done. So don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up. Let's go. So we'll start with the easy part. The easy part, tires and wheels. Okay, your wheel and tire combo has to be awesome. The wheels, they're pretty much the same. I mean, the police wheels, the specs are exactly the same. I mean, if you take a flathead screwdriver, put it in between the center cap and the wheel, poke it out, should be able to see the lug nut pattern there, and you can feel more confident about it. But they're exactly the same. For tires here, I use some Goodyear Eagle RSA tires. The ones currently on are 245, 55, R18. They're really good. It was handling so well in the snow. I mean, I was shocked. Yes, they're on the pricey side when it comes to the tires, but they're definitely good tires, and they'll get you where you want to go. What you also gonna need is a set of headlights, a bumper grill, a push bar if you're going all the way, the radiator cover up top, and maybe the hood. When it comes to the headlight, there are two things you want to make sure of. Okay, when it comes to the headlight, you want to make sure that you have the right connector. Okay, the show that I'm working on had the bi-xenon. Okay, bi-xenon is a totally different connector because you have the ballast on the bottom, so it's a little bit trickier. So make sure you have the right connector when it comes to the headlight, and also make sure you have the brackets. Okay, this bracket on the bottom of the light, you're gonna need that. If you don't have it, the bumper is not gonna sit flush, and it's gonna be super flimsy. So make sure you have the right connector, and make sure you have your bracket on the bottom of the headlight. It's gonna allow you to sit that on there, and it's gonna stick. Now, this little cover right here, pretty much you have the, I mean, it's gonna bolt on the same spot on your ride support. You don't have to change the ride support mount, but it also gives you that extra spot for your air. Okay, for the air box on the back, so it's really good. It also helps with the fitment and the gap you have left when you have the hood on there. So again, in this case, this was sourced out of a 2016 PI that I've had for a while. It had 32,000 miles on there, and most of the parts I used here, as far as suspension, brakes, and all that stuff, were from that PI. So you can see the grill is cracked right there. Okay, the reason why it was broken initially is to make the bar fit, have the bracket sit up right. You have to cut the grill if you have a 16. On the 2010 to 2012, the impact bar sits a little higher, so you don't have that problem. You can pretty much slide the bracket right through, straight through the grill, angle it right, and you should be able to get your connection, and you should be good to go. You don't have to cut anything. So if you want the push bar, you don't have to worry about, oh, it's gonna mess up my grill or not. If you're doing this facelift, you're good to go. It's not gonna cut. You don't have to cut anything up there. On the bottom part, the cover that goes there, you can transfer the cover that came from the 2010. Okay, it's gonna fit without any problem. It might not fit as flush, but it's gonna be a little curved up, so it's gonna work. Eventually, it's gonna take you where you want to go. Another thing you have to remember if you're working with the bumper on the Police Interceptor is that the Police Interceptor bumper is shorter. Okay, you can see right there, that's my inner fender liner. That's still left, whatever is left of it after I've mounted the bumper, but it fits up top with the bolt up there, the bolt here, and the screw right here. However, down here, it's all the way there. So make sure you get yourself a self-tapping screw to screw that in there, and make sure it's secure so you don't have that flapping back on your tire, because if you don't, you will end up with something like this. All right, learning experience. So make sure you tie that up right, and you shouldn't have a problem. the last thing I was going to talk about was the hood. Okay, you don't have to replace the hood. The only reason why I would say somebody will replace the hood is because the bumper, you can see it's different. Okay, the 2010 hood is going to shut without any problem. Okay, it's going to shut and it's going to be closed. The problem is the look, right? The shape of the hood is different on the 1312, and it appears that you have a massive gap, but it's not that big. If you look from afar, you can see the gap is not that big, but up close you can kind of see it. So that's the only reason why somebody will go ahead and change it. So is it worth a couple of $100? I don't know, I'm not sure, but I'll definitely pass when it comes to the hood. So with that being said, is it worth it? Yes, it was definitely worth it. If you remember, the reason why I did the swap, and I'm kind of hiding here because of the cold and the wind, the reason why I did the swap is because the winter was coming and I had to go ahead and upgrade my tires. I didn't want to mess up my wheels and use summer tires, so I went ahead and got the police tires, and I mean wheels. And eventually I was like, well, we might as well just go the whole 9 yard and just do the whole swap. I had the parts, I had the time, the tools, a little bit of skills, and you know, that was it. So it didn't really cost me much. However, if you're sourcing the parts out of a junkyard, and I'll take an example in my area, if you go to the junkyard and you want to get the wheels, the tires, about 30% thread left on there, you want to get the headlights, the grill, the bumper, the cover, and the hood, you can have that for less than $500. All of that, you can have it for $500, about $500. So it's a really good deal. You know, some would say, well, why would you spend $500 on the look instead of performance? That's a great question. Well, my answer will be, to everyone their own, right? It sounds cliche, but it's true, because performance wise, the show is a show. It's not a show no go. It's a performance car. It's definitely not a Lamborghini or anything like that, but you know, as is, it holds its own and it drives well. So do your maintenance with that money all you want, that's great, but you can also make it stand out and make it yours. So I would definitely recommend it. As a matter of fact, as soon as the winter kicks in, I'm gonna be right back up with this look. So that's what I would say about that. When it comes to how long it took me to do it, I'll say about a day. If you have all the tools and you're taking some beer breaks or drinking breaks here and there, you should be done in about a day. You need the right tools. There are a lot of little screws and, you know, torque stuff that you need, but within a day you should be done. Some people that are more mechanically inclined can do it in about 6 hours and be done. So it doesn't take you that long to get that done. So that's about it, guys. I hope it helped. You know, I hope you guys like it. I do definitely like the look of it. Every time I drive it around, a lot of people ask for questions about, you know, what it is. Is it a PI? Because when you're pulling up from the back, it looks like a PI because the black bumper, and then when you're passing him, he's looking and he's like, oh, what the hell is that, you know? So I got a lot of good looks. I still have my show interior. I love that interior. I'm gonna make another video when it comes down to the rear and the interior, because I have something crazy coming up. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You can shoot me an email at 237tcs@gmail.com if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer those for you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Be blessed. Cheers.